Kia ora guys, Bird here. Welcome to episode 55 of Thaumcraft 5, and we are starting things off with Mr. Zombie Pants, and even more Zombie Pants. It is currently the middle of the... what the heck is wrong with this guy? Vampiric! That's obviously Thaumcraft related, but well, he wasn't much of a challenge, thankfully. We are starting at night time because I have been desperately trying to sleep the night away here, but have not been able to. I don't know what the heck is going on. You may not rest now. There are monsters nearby. I have been trying to do that for the last couple of minutes here. So I've been running outside trying to find who the heck could possibly be causing that. I have no idea where they are, but every time I come out there's just mobs everywhere, so you know what? Screw it. Today it's just mob-filled craziness. Halfway through the night already. That's okay. You gotta try and get in here, dude. What? Azanor! Azanor! Yeah, that's not the first time that's happened, so I just wanted to, like, double check. Because I haven't actually seen it. I've just been in here tinkering away, you know, doing my thing. Getting attacked by baby zombies. Apparently they can jump through the barrier, because they move too fast, but the barrier stones do work on the regular mobs. Anyway, hello everyone. Thank you for coming to another TC5 episode here on the YouTube channel. A huge thanks to everyone, as always, for leaving such wonderful comments at the bottom of the video. You guys are the freaking bomb. It's so nice to go through and read those every single day. Well, every single day? What? Every single time I make a video, to be more precise. Anyway, we're 2 minutes in here and nothing has happened yet. This is what we got to at the end of the last episode. We got our system sort of semi-functional here. Actually, let me get this on so we can see. Yes, so basically with about one piece of elementum, we were able to make about 2.5-ish jars of weak juice essentia, which is really freaking efficient if you think about it. So apart from the elementum being sent into the system, this thing is basically automatic, but there are a couple of changes that I've made to the system off camera here already. The redstone, for example, I've actually redone the redstone here. I've plugged the redstone into the system, so we can head under the pipe here. We send the signal all the way across over here, and it comes up and goes through the ground over here. If I get my Golemancer's bell out, oh, I haven't set my buttons on my mouse. Oh, very naughty me. We can get out our Golemancer's bell, aka the tink on a stick. Hold the shift key, and that'll allow us to see through blocks. It's kind of hard to see right now. Actually, we should be able to head up through this hellish nightmare that is the wheat farm and get over here. And we can see the red sparks coming off. This means that this seal is being interrupted, and that's what that redstone is doing there. So you can do this with any seal just by going into it with the bell and making sure that you activate the redstone sensitive things. So redstone will interact with these, and you can set them by default. They actually come that they ignore redstone signals. So you have to turn that on, is what I'm trying to say. So we've got the redstone control over there. And we also have a bunch of wheat in here. So because the seal is being not working, this golem is not working. And it looks like he's trying to escape. Of course he is, the bastard. Wow, language. Anyway, so I also worked out what was the problem with these guys. It's actually probably pretty hard to make out here on YouTube. But it turns out you can actually color these guys using colored dye. You can maybe just barely make out the black loincloth that this dude is wearing. So what you can do with the seals as well is come in here, go to the priority locking tab, and you can set the color that the golems will work. So I've got it set to black, so that means that only black golems will work on it, like so. And then it's a little more obvious with this guy. This dude over here was also running up and doing that job as well. So I've given him a little white loincloth. And I've changed all of these seals over so that they only work with white golems. So that's going to stop these guys from interacting with each other, even if I remove the barrier stones. But not 100% sure if the barrier stones are working or not, so I'm just going to keep them there for now. They're actually quite expensive, so I'll probably pick them up here at some point, but that's how you solve that without spending ludicrous resources on blocks that you don't need. And the reason that they're white and black, by the way, so I was just looking around in my chests nearby, and I just happened to have some ink sacs and bone meal handy. So that's why I chose those particular colours, no special reason there. Yes, so let's go ahead and pull the lever in the alchemy lab, and what we should see, hopefully what we should see, is all of those hay bales come through this magic mirror. There we go. Look at that hungry chest go. What a freaking champ. It looks like, what I'm noticing there is that it looks, well, one more, nice. It looks like there's actually one more, what was I saying? They're going through the magic mirror one by one. There we go, we got it out. Which actually kind of worries me a little bit. There's quite a lot of that, the flux stuff coming out. Oh, I left my ender chest down there. That's the first time I've ever done that. I knew I'd eventually do it. We need to actually pick this up. We can't just leave this lying around. This is like my extra inventory. I like keeping my inventory nice and clear. You guys know this. Now, let's see. I want to get the scan stanometer out, and I want to have a look at our wheatium levels here. Yep, looks like we've got some wheatium that's starting to build up, and I can probably guess where that's coming from. That's not the first time I've done that demonstration, so hopefully that's the last time I have to do that, because that flux is kind of worrying. We really need to get some nodes up here. There's actually a node right there, but yeah, hopefully that's not going to be a major issue here. Just the issues of progress in Thaumcraft, I guess. We can find ways of dealing with that if there's ever any issues. I mean, we're pretty good on most aspects right there, but yeah, something to think about, some issue that might be an issue in the future. That's what's going on there. So, that's what's going on over here. We've got the weaknesses essentially basically working. The next step now is to get a golem out over here that can actually kill these dudes. And then, of course, we need to be able to gather the stuff up, and then we need to be able to send it somewhere important. So we're going to need, that's several different tasks that we need to do there. The most important task is going to be this butcher seal. I've actually forgotten the recipe for this butcher seal now. It's been so long. Should be under Golem C. Lumberjack, block break, butcher. Okay, cool. So let's just quickly read this. While guard seals can be used to kill animals, they're not very selective. The butcher seal works much like a guard seal, except it only targets adult animals. Furthermore, it always makes sure that at least a breeding pair of animals remain alive. So basically perfect for our needs. So we're going to need a guard seal hanging out in that infusion altar. Going to need some rabbit hide. I'm not sure if I have any of that, actually. That is pretty freaking rare. Going to need some wool and meat. These are also actually pretty rare, because I just cook everything straight away, and leather. I have literally ridiculous amounts of leather, so that's no issue right there. Do I have anything in here? I do have a guard seal handy, so that's actually going to save us a fair amount of time here. Can just grab that and off the fly. We've actually got a collect seal ready to go as well, and these advanced ones are probably a little too advanced for us. We'll just leave those there for now. What's going on in here? These are the battle golems. I remember that much. That was kind of a failed experiment of ours. But let's see if we can get the materials ready for this infusion. I believe I actually looked up this recipe, and I've got the... Yep, I've got the essentia ready to go. I don't have the mirrors set up just yet. I could probably actually almost set that up. Where are the mirrors? I know I had some essentia mirrors somewhere, but I can't remember where now. That's fine. So we need some leather, some wool, some rabbit hides. I'm not sure. I might have some. We've got one rabbit hide. This better work first try, otherwise we're going to be in some trouble here. Let's get that, let's get that. We've got plenty of wool, that's awesome. We do have some mutton. Just a single pork chop to our name. And a little bit of raw beef there as well. So it looks like we're doing okay for our meats. We've even got some rotten flesh with us. Oh man. Oh, I've got a project idea coming up that's actually quite ambitious. That's going to make these things a thing of the past. Let's just leave it at that for now. So many things I want to do in this world. Right, let's get the... this is actually the first time I've done an infusion in quite some time. So we want the leather on top. I remember from the TC4 playthrough that infusion altars like to select starting from the west. Yep, that's the west way. And what was next here? Not the Thaumanomicon. I can guarantee that. Dude, imagine like a recipe with the Thaumanomicon. That would be pretty cool. Like, upgraded Thaumanomicon. Maybe that could be how you get the super book that I'm not really supposed to know about, but got super lucky and managed to find, and just haven't read yet because we're not ready for that yet. I've forgotten what the name of that book is called. Crimson something. Got the pork chops hanging out. I just want to make sure I get this as unstable as possible. As stable. I don't need double uns. What the heck is going on here? Raw mutton, throw that down, and raw beef. We should be good to go. Let's go ahead and bonk that with our wand. Well, that did not work because we do not have the guard seal in there. There we go. Bish bash bosh. Job done. Alright, away we go. Those blocks jumping around like that kind of scared me for a sec, but that's actually the Essentia already sucked up, so that was super fast. Never gets old. Welcome back to Thaumcraft, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, guys, just thank you so much for all of the feedback on the videos. Everybody leaving comments, you're all... It's just so heartwarming reading all that stuff. I don't know, man. It's so cool to come back to. Right, we've got our butcher seal now, so let's go ahead and stick that down and let's see what wait, what? What is this? Did I already have one of these? You can't be serious. Hold on. What? I already had one. I completely forgot that I put that there. Well, I guess now I've got a spare one of these. Of freaking course. Alright, we're gonna stick... Let's just stick it here in the middle-ish. Wow. We're through all of that for basically nothing. This is all your fault. I'm gonna call you Siegfried. Siegfried, you... Don't look away from me, Siegfried. You know what you did. You can't see it, can you? I'd give you my goggles of revealing, but... You know, you can't put them on because you have no hands. Siegfried, you bastard. Oh, what the hell, man? Alright, let's get this butcher seal put away, I guess. I guess that was a good example of doing that. Now I'm out of rabbit hides, though. Well, there is that one rabbit that got stuck in there, but I think you can breed rabbits in Minecraft 1.8. I need to find another one here. Or just wait for, like, long enough that we get another one in there at some point somehow. I have one rabbit to my name. And that's going as well. Righto. Let's see about getting some golems here to work on this. So I think... So they're going to attack anything that walks in the area. So the golem requires fighter as well as smart. Righto. Let's head over here and craft up some golems that we may want to use here. What kind of golem do we want? We don't really need anything like... We only need fighter and smart, so let's just try and conserve resources here. We can do that to add smart. That's cool. Now to put fighter on, what do we need? Claw arms, that will give us fighter actually. And what else can we use? That won't give us fighter. Okay. Breaker, brutal. No, so we can go ahead and put claw arms on, sweet as, basic legs, the wheel, claiming legs, or Iron Man mode. No, we're just gonna go with the basic legs here. Anything special we want to throw in? Armor plating. These guys can't fire back, so yeah, let's just maybe the carry frame. No, I think we just want to have this like as a dedicated golem, probably. No, let's just leave it like that. So that's the stock golem, basically, with just a little bit of smartness, a little bit of fighterness. What more could you want? That's pretty awesome. So we're doing 1 damage. So it looks like we're going to need some Essentia Shears, a Biothermic Mind, Aggression Module? Okay. And some brass gears. So that is going to be... I think I'm going to go ahead and craft these materials off camera, and when we return, we're going to hit the big green button. Welcome back, folks. We are here, and we are now ready to craft ourselves our super mega ultra poultry killer. Let's do it. I love how that thing comes down, but you don't even get to see it go down. It's kind of depressing, actually, when you think about it. But there we go. That is that done. And this guy's apparently smart enough to have a rank applied to him. Awesome, awesome. Oh, really? Alright. Well, I guess before we get to go ahead and play with that guy, let's go ahead and sleep the night away. And finally I actually can sleep now that apparently that little weird monster bug is gone. Thank you, Mr. Rice Cake. Righto. So, now we've got our super golem. And I've also come in here, and as you can see I've done a couple of things here different already. So just another demonstration of the capability of the colouring is that you can see when I go ahead and colour these seals, I've done that already and changed these to lime. That's what I've got this lime dye for. This is just another dye I just happen to have lying around. So that changes the colour of these, which is cool, and that changes the colour of the thing. So it's actually really easy after the fact to come back through and it's going to just check your work. I've got a chest over here. I put this chest in here. And this golem right here, this is just a bog standard golem. This is about as basic as it gets. As far as golems go, is just literally the default. Go ahead and stick the dye on there. It does use the dye up, and then when you pick the golem up, the little loincloth, as I call it, does get removed. So you do actually lose your dye when you do that, so do be careful. Now, all I've got to do is stick this guy down and colour him, and we should be good to go here. This is about to get bloody. Look at this guy. Look at the bloodlust in this man's eyes. He has been through much. And okay, what? This is... You're supposed to... I'm gonna go ahead and colour you. That's not quite right. You should only be working if you're coloured, so I don't know what the deal is there. The Butcher Seal. Set for golems. All golems can perform these tasks. Golems can perform these tasks. I guess that's for multiplayer, I guess, but that was a little bit weird. Well, anyway, so these two golems in here should be able to do this, and it looks like... Wait, where's that weakness coming from? Well, there's weakness down there. Okay. So the farmer's already started working, and it looks like we've actually got a little bit of XP that's generated here, so that's something I didn't actually anticipate. It looks like if we want to refine this system a little bit, what we'll need to do is actually get a brain in a jar here, and thankfully these guys aren't making noise because I have it all turned off. I was a little bit worried that these golems were actually going to sort of be small enough to like fall through the hole from the Essentia tubes. No, but it looks like they're okay. Oh yeah, so this, we've almost gotten rid of most of the herd here. So once it kind of evens itself out, we should be good. Let's just let them take down, let's see, we've got one more adult on either side to go, and I need to get some chickens in here as well so that they can manage chickens. The great thing about the farm animals, of course, is that you can just use the Great Wood Golem, so that does help on the cost a little bit, but they don't look as nice as the what are they called? Brass golems. But they do work, and, you know, probably not going to be spending most of our time looking in here. So, yeah, that is it. Like, the golems are caught up now, so that's awesome. They've got a nice open area to live in temporarily before things happen. Siegfried, how did you make it past the insanity? Like, what are the odds of that, Siegfried? God dang it, Siegfried. That is going to be it for this episode of TC5 here. So, yeah, this is awesome. Looks like we've actually... Oh, I see. Wait, it's not actually running? The Lamp of Fertility's not running? Hold on, let me get my resonator out. I'm a little bit curious about that. Do that. Bonk this. What's going on here? Suction is 0. It is sucking, or it should be. And there is a jar right there. So why is it not working? I guess the lamp is intelligent enough to know that no breeding is necessary. So this actually takes even less essentially than I thought it did. Okay, that's actually quite the revelation there for us. But we can go ahead and look at this fun stuff in the next episode of TC5. What we need to do now is get the precious cargo over to an inventory system somewhere to either cook it or otherwise store it. But that is going to be some other time, maybe not next time. I've got a bunch of fun projects lined up for this series. Hold on. What am I doing? Guys, I'm sorry. I completely forgot, and I actually forgot this for the last episode as well. We need to do a focus corner. We forgot to do that last time. We need to do a focus corner here, so just give me a couple of seconds and we'll go and do a focus corner. Welcome back, folks, to another installment of... Totally not screwing that up. The Focus Corner! And we're hanging out here in the Wizard Tower. I think I'm going to make this spot right here kind of the permanent home of our Focal Manipulator to make use of our supernodes. I'm not actually sure if we're even in the same chunk, now that I think about it. This may have not been thought out very well. Anyway, we're here, we're ready, let's do it. So we've got the Focal Manipulator here, and I've got this one focus of Shark. You can look here in my inventory, I've already got 2 that have been fully capped out at level 5, one at potency 4 Earthshark, potency 4 Chain Lightning. What I would like to do is have another focus Shark, just basically just... Oh, hello. Yep, that... Really? Sorry about that. I really need to get around to turning those off. Windows notifications. We want to make... My goal now is to make a potency 5 focus. The reason being... I do like the idea of Chain Lightning. I just like to be able to zap stuff with it. But the problem with the Chain Lightning is that I'm worried about it hitting things that I don't necessarily want to hit, such as my passive mobs, my golems. There are things that could get in the way with that. So I just want to have a focus where I can more selectively attack whatever I want to attack and possibly kill it in one hit. So that's the idea there. This is going to have a massive drain. I just realized... on the local aura, but that's what our nodes are for. This is going to be kind of the first major test of our nodes to see if they can actually replenish back, and it looks like we've already drained out most of what's in this chunk. Yes, indeedy do. If we want to go any further, it's going to cost even more, but we're going to go ahead and do that anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and take this all the way into level 5, and we can showcase this focus in the next installment of the Focus Corner and see whether or not it can actually one-shot stuff. Personally, I don't think it will be able to. I think Chain Lightning adds a little bit of the damage buff as well, but as I said, I just want to be a little more selective about what I attack. Yeah, so as I said, we got stuff fun happening today. What brain doing? Thank you very much for watching. Kia kaha, and I'll see you in the next episode.